How can we solve it? By graphing. How can we solve it? By completing, finding the square root. The fourth way, we called it by completing the square. Completing the square, this way we use it if we cannot factorize the equation. Like, you know that if you have an x squared minus 6x plus 3 as an example. This one here, I cannot factorize it. There's no pair of factor. If I multiply them, I get to 3, and if I add them, I get negative 6. So what I have to do, how can I find the values of x? Factor graphing, it can work, but here I have to solve it. I can use completing the square, or which the second way that we talked about it, which is the quadratic formula. Completing the square and the quadratic formula. Let's talk about completing the square first. What we have to do here? Who can tell me?
We can make completing the square or the quadratic formula both.
Yeah, but I want now completing the square.
We'll make minus 3 minus 3. So it will be x squared minus 6x equal 3, equal negative 3. No.
Then
This is the quadratic.
I want to solve it by completing the square. What I have to do?
Teacher,
Yes.
Miss, I can't see the slides. Suddenly disappear.
No. So before talking about factoring by completing the square, if you have now an x squared plus 4x plus c, and I want you to find the value of c such that each expression is a perfect square trinomial. I want now to make it a perfect square trinomial. What is a perfect square trinomial? That if I multiplied 2 times c or times square root of c, I will get the 4. Sorry, no.
But Miss, here we don't have to.
This is a formula. Did you remember when I said that if we have x squared minus 8x plus 16, what did we say? To find this number here, we multiply 2 times the square root of 16, which is 4, and we say it is 8. Here, I give you the 4, and I want you to find c. What do we have to do?
Yes, teacher, it's a formula. It was b over 2.
Exactly. I have used b over 2 squared. Where is b?
4.
4 over
4.
2 squared. So which is 2 squared, which is 4. So c here is 4. So the equation is x squared plus 4x plus 4. Another example. If you have an a squared minus 7a plus c, and I want to find c, what do we have to do?
b over 2 squared.
over
So
Negative 7 over 2
is b?
squared.
we will take only 7. without the
Yes.
sign.
Okay.
Yes, it should be
But
7.
if you take it, there's no problem because it's squared. Over 2
Over
squared
2
plus
Over 2 squared.
49. I will distribute a squared on the numerator and on the denominator. Negative 7 squared is 49.
42. 40.
And 2 squared
2 squared equal 4.
4.
So here the value of C is a squared minus 7a plus 49 over 4. Okay, now come back to our question here. That we said now, if you want to solve an equation, yes, quadratic equation, the fourth way we said completing the square. If you have here now and p squared, sorry, like if we have an v squared plus 8v equal 15. This one, it cannot be solved by factoring. Why? It is v squared plus 8v minus 15. It cannot be solved by factoring. I have to use completing the square or quadratic formula. What I have to do? Who can remind me?
B, negative B.
We take this 8,
B.
we take it here. Did you remember? We say
Yes.
it is negative b over 2
And then
squared. Where's negative
2
b?
squared.
It's negative 8 over 2 squared. Negative 8 over 2.
Negative 4.
Equal
16, positive 16.
equal 6, positive 16. Yeah. So here, let's come back before. I have to replace it like this first, as we said. Then, since I make some change with the negative b over 2, I will add 16 to this side here. And as I told you, if I add a 16 on the right, I must add a 16 on the left, or on the left, I must add it to the right. Then after that, we have v squared plus 8v plus 16 equals 15 plus 16, which is 31. Then, what is the next step?
We will sense it.
We'll factorize it.
We'll factorize it, yes. It is a perfect square trinomial. It will be v plus 8 times v plus 8, which is equal 31. Or you can say it is v plus 8 squared equal 31. Is it right?
Yes.
Then what
Yes.
step will be?
Teacher, it will not equal 8. It will equal 4.
Square root.
4, thank you. So then what we have to do under square root, So v plus 4, it will be positive or negative, the square root of 31. Now, as I told you, in final, the calculator will be allowed. So the square root of 31 is 5.56, positive or negative.
Teacher, how will you make square root in the calculator?
There's I will tell you on WhatsApp, okay? Where's the button of the square root?
Okay.
So it is positive or negative, v plus 4. That's mean v plus 4 it could be 5.56, or v plus 4 could be negative 5.56. Then minus 4, minus 4, minus 4, minus 4, you will get here. Wait, please.
V equal,
Let's write it here, but rewrite it here. Now we say that v plus 4 equals positive or negative 5.56. Why positive and negative? Because I'm talking about, and because square root of any number, it could be positive or negative. Since we have a variable, if there's no variable, you will tell me it's only positive number. Now, v plus 4 is positive negative 5.56. So v plus 4, it could be 5.56, or v plus 4, it could be negative 5.56. Then minus 4, minus 4. So v is 1.56, and minus 4, v, it will be negative 9.56. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes, miss.
yes,
Okay. But the last thing I want to tell you about it, if you have an x squared minus 64 equals 0, this one we can solve it by two ways. The first one, by under the square root. We said it's x squared equals 64 under square root. So we'll say that x is positive or negative 8. And there is another way.
completing the square
No,
can be
factoring. Who can factorize x squared minus 64? How it will be?
164.
Minus 8 and x plus 8.
Thank you. X minus 8 times x plus 8. Then after that, by using the zero product property, x minus 8 is 0, or x plus 8 is 0.
0.
So what are the values of x? Could be 8.
Negative 8, positive 8.
And positive 8.
That's why here there's another reason why we have to say that you have to use a positive and negative 8. Because if you solve it by factoring, you must get two answers, positive 8 and negative 8.
This is the difference of two squares,
Yes,
the method.
exactly. Yeah.
Okay.